and welcome back to FiveRoundMMA. We were off this weekend, so it's last week, so it's good to see everybody's familiar faces. Hope everybody enjoyed their week off. What did you guys do on your last week when we weren't here?
Of course,
conversing about MMA.
Me and Ollie tried went and go see some NASCAR. We saw
great.
Some cars turn left.
Some left.
Go down the straightaway, make a quick, hard turn left.
Please, yeah. I think hopefully you're offending some of our fan base. So, again, what about you? Anything special?
I just had a soccer game after that. I relaxed. And The Walking Dead last week.
So, real quick, how about that Hendo Shogun fight? Because we're not going to really, it's old news now, but just your guys' reactions about it.
I thought that was baloney. I thought Shogun had it in the first 2 rounds, and he got caught towards the end.
That's the key thing. He had it the first round, then he got clocked in the third.
I don't think no one knows that I was a big Shogun fan until Cain Velasquez came around, so it kind of hits me close to home.
Did you guys see on all of social media the next day? They had a picture of Shogun's nose, and the caption was "Hendo was here."
Yeah, wow.
So it was pretty funny. But that's an old news. This week, brand new episode. We got a lot to talk about. The alpha male split with Duane Ludwig, surprise new title contender, and TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah.
Also, Guillermo wants to talk about a bandwagon he's going to start right in the light heavyweight division.
Yes, I am.
So we'll talk about it later.
You want me to talk about it now?
No, a little later on. But as for right now,
and I'm also going to call someone out.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Also stick around for that, guys.
Like in a fight or
no.
Whoa.
There's no way I ever call this guy out in a fight.
Okay, somebody serious, a heavy hitter then.
Yeah.
All right. So as for right now, I want to play a little game called Number Crunchers. So as y'all know, baseball season is now upon us, and baseball is probably one of the sports filled with numbers, right? Numbers, statistics. The NFL is starting to get into it. NBA is starting to get analytics, sabermetrics. Also, UFC's, you guys start to notice now with the fight metrics, a lot of statistics, right? So I want to give away five questions surrounding the numbers, UFC records, and I want you guys to guess what it is. So
okay.
All right, I'll try. We can play it too. Want to play? I'll try is playing. All right. So for the first one, the first number is 20 minutes and 20 seconds. So is it A, the UFC record for the longest average fight time? B, the average time of our episodes? Or C, the daily average of time that Albert secretly watches John Cena promos on the WWE Network?
Whoa, I can tell you right now,
man,
it's
that's not fair because I want to go see no matter what.
Okay. So, Guillermo, what does he think?
I want to say A.
A?
Yeah.
Albert, what do you got?
It's clearly B, dude. That was a giveaway.
Albert.
Why? It's usually about 30 minutes.
20 minutes, 20 seconds, you kind of cut in half. Charlie, what do you got?
He said the average.
Damn.
Charlie says C. John Cena promo watching for...
No. my John Cena promo watching is 2 minutes.
My natural reaction was to go C,
Actually, believe it or not, Guillermo is right.
What?
20 minutes, 20 seconds is the average fight time for Jose Aldo, who holds the record.
I thought it would be shorter.
Nope, 20 minutes, 20 seconds.
Well, think about it. 5 minutes for 5 rounds. That's 25 minutes. Yep. Come on, bro.
If you,
the last couple fights, he did take the distance.
Yeah, any debate.
Pi Square, remember yesterday?
Just these numbers are courtesy of fightmetric.com. So if I'm wrong, you guys can go look up there.
Go look at ourselves.
So Guillermo got the first one right. Second one, 73.7%. Is it A, the amount of effort all the Charlie gives on the soccer field every Sunday?
Oh, yeah.
B, the UFC record for takedown accuracy? Or C, my average algebra test scores in high school?
Oh, that one's easy.
I don't know. He was pretty bad at algebra, bro. I'm going to tell you right now.
So, Albert, what is it?
Dang, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with my gut instinct and say it's C. He's horrible at algebra. I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
Actually, if you're not horrible, that number's kind of high. So, Guillermo, what do you
that's only a C.
Actually that's actually
that's pretty bad.
That's kind of bad. So, I mean, I would see Alex at maybe algebra, maybe a B average, A minus.
No, bro. You should give me a lot
so
more
I'm going to go B.
No. B? Okay. Charlie, how much effort do you give on the soccer field? Is
Not
it
that much.
A? You give 70% of the soccer field?
That's too much. That's why I didn't go for it.
All right.
No, Ollie the Charlie, I'm keeping it real. Don't think that's me points.
The real answer is B, the UFC record for takedown accuracy, held by GSP, 73.7%.
It's funny how Albert's losing right now.
No, it's B. He said B, right?
No,
I said
he
C.
said C. He said your
I saw your math scores.
No, my math scores are pretty horrible. You said B, right, girl?
Yeah, I said B. I won that round again.
All right, so the third one, 87, the number 87. Is it the total number of episodes we have aired? Is it the number of pictures Blake Griffin? Is it the pictures of Blake Griffin shirtless at the beach Guillermo has on his phone? Or is it C, the UFC record for takedowns landed? Charlie, what do you got? A?
That's how I know he doesn't watch the show.
Yeah.
It's C.
I think
Yeah,
C?
the answer is C. He finally got a correct answer.
That is correct. UFC
Really?
record for
We're
takedowns
over
landed.
100 videos, bro.
Actually, are we over 100 videos?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't know that either. So yeah, UFC record for takedowns landed by GSP 87. It's a lot of takedowns, right?
Yeah.
That's a little.
I'm 3 for 3, bro.
You are. All right, next number, 95.8%. Is it A, the UFC record for takedown defense? B, the percentage of bandwagon fans the LA Clippers have?
Oh, what? That's a low blow.
Or C, the average temperature out here in our winter in Southern California?
Man,
That one's easy. It's B.
B?
The Clipper fan.
do you
All the
really want to
trying
lose
to
this game?
If it means keeping my pride, yes.
Oh, the Charlie's going C as the average temperature out here in Southern California during our winter.
It's A, man. I'm going to go 5 for 5 on
The correct answer is A. The UFC record for takedown defense, 95.8%. Held by, can you guys guess?
takedown defense?
Yeah.
I want to say Junior Dos Santos.
Santos?
Hector Lombard.
Oh, I guess the fighter now? No, John Jones actually holds this record.
Good thing I didn't know.
All right, last one. The number is 17. Is it the number of our YouTube subscribers?
No.
No, it's not.
Way more than that.
Is it B, the UFC record of total knockdowns landed? Or is it C, the total number of times our sound engineer, Steven Razzo of Razzo Records, has dressed up as pro wrestler Sting for Halloween?
That was an easy one, too.
Okay, I'll let Charlie go first. I'll let Charlie say C.
Wow.
It's C.
C as well.
I
probably.
can confirm that 2 Halloweens ago he was Sting.
And I'm going to go 5 for 5, and I'm going to go B.
B?
Yes.
It is B. The UFC record of total number of knockdowns landed. Who do you think that guy is?
Knockdown.
Who's knocked down
Knockdown?
who's knocked down their opponents the most?
Hector Lombard.
Hector Lombard. It's gonna hurt him when he says
Johnny Hendricks.
Nah. No. No, Anderson Silva actually.
Oh, I knew that.
17 total knockdowns. So actually, from what I heard, it was 20 years right now. Steven has dressed up as Sting.
Yeah.
20 years in a row.
20 years in a row.
So believe it or not,
He's coming back next year, Steven, so
Guillermo is 5 for 5. So Guillermo wins.
you can have this.
Number crunchers. There you go.
I'm better number cruncher than Twitter.
Oh yeah. Well, he was a business major, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope you're good with numbers.
Analytics. He's responsible for our business too, right?
I know. He's responsible for FiveRoundMMA, so I hope your numbers are correct, bro.
As always, that first segment was brought to you by the Madhouse clothing line. Go shop at madhouse.com for clothes for the fighter and fight fanatic. Go follow them on Twitter at the Madhouse MMA. And while you follow them on Twitter, follow us on Twitter at FiveRoundMMA. Or what did I say? The Madhouse MMA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, follow them on Twitter at the Madhouse MMA. I'm off a week. I'm all mixed up. So follow the Madhouse MMA at the Madhouse MMA on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at FiveRoundMMA. And also follow Redemption Martial Arts at Redemption MA.
And get your me strength as well.
And me strength. And also hashtag MMA against bullying for your chance to win a free T-shirt. I think we're almost at the 800 mark, right?
Yeah, we need like about 50 more followers.
There.
50 more.
It's
There you
there.
go.
It's there.
Just follow. All you just click follow. Make the little button blue, and then you have a chance to win a free T-shirt. All right. So coming up next, I want to talk about if this upcoming bout between TJ Dillashaw and Renan Barao is a lamb led to slaughter, or do we have enough opportunity to see one of the greatest upsets in UFC history? So stick around, guys.
Please visit FiveRoundMMA.com on our social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. FiveRoundMMA.com.
All right, welcome back. I wanted to touch on something that might be a little old because it was a big news happened when we were off last week. But the separation, if you will, a parting of the ways between probably what the best camp of last year and the best and was unanimously voted the head coach of last year, Duane and the Alpha Males have decided to split ways, and Duane Ludwig has going to open his own gym in Colorado, I think, right?
Yeah, that's the rumor.
And then so now that leaves Alpha Male with the empty spot as head coach, which I think now if you go on the website,
You can actually apply.
I guess it was at alphamales.com or I kind of have a feeling, type in alpha males, what's going to come up. But so what's obviously, I think people try to make this a bigger story as like because maybe more drama going on because was that quote that Duane Ludwig said that Uriah Faber leaked the information out that he didn't want it to end that way because he's actually going to stay with them until the end of May, I think, right?
To the end of May.
So I think there's kind of like a little rift there, maybe, because I haven't heard Uriah Faber. Have you guys read anything about Uriah Faber?
No,
like,
but
I think
he hasn't had an official comment. But I
Yeah.
just think maybe Uriah Faber was a little bit annoyed by
Yeah.
hearing about the news that maybe he's all like, you know what? Why wait? Let's
Yeah.
just make the announcement now.
Yeah.
You know, why make all these rumors and you know all this sideshow from maybe what the breaking news, which is TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah.
But
I also going into that, which the alpha male is probably, I guess, not like the younger brother. Don't you see TJ Dillashaw's younger brother of everybody, right?
Yeah.
So you got Uriah Faber, Chad Mendez, Joseph Benavidez, and then like the younger brother's kind of TJ Dillashaw, right?
Yeah.
Well, now the younger brother is going to step up and get a title shot against Renan Barao at UFC 173 because their main event was scrapped because Chris Weidman is having knee surgery. So the bout between Weidman and Machida has been moved back to July. So UFC 173 was in desperate need of a main event. They say, hey, Renan Barao, what are you doing? Nothing. Hey, TJ Dillashaw, we're going to move you up on the card. So now it's a new main event. So I want to ask, TJ Dillashaw, is this going to be as ugly as Uriah Faber it was, or is it going to be a shot, or how do you think it's going to end?
Well, just by looking at past fights, Uriah Faber earned his right to fight Renan Barao.
Yeah.
TJ Dillashaw, he's had bumps along the road, and he hasn't got to that point to, hey, you're a legit contender for Renan Barao.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can already see it's highly in favor of Renan Barao.
I think too, like even I read somewhere that a while ago they asked Duane Ludwig about TJ Dillashaw. He's maybe about another year of solid competition away before even being mentioned in title talks. Not alone, he's just fresh off the Ultimate season, Ultimate Fighter, and he's only 9-2 overall.
Yeah,
I mean, I know he's obviously the talent's there, but is the maturity, is the experience there to go up an elite fighter of Renan Barao? So. Albert, I mean, do you think it's going to be...
No, I think it's way too early. I mean, he doesn't even have a winning streak going on. He won against Mike Easton last, and then previous he lost to the guy that Renan Barao said is the number one contender, a sound Sal. So he should have... I don't know why they could... I don't know if they offered it to him, but I really do think he should have been the one stepping up.
Yeah.
And again, not a shot at TJ Dillashaw at all, because the guy is talented. The kid is talented, whatever. But I think Joseph Benavidez would have had a way better shot at this belt than he did. I mean, for crying out loud, Joseph Benavidez has a split decision loss against Dominic Cruz, and a lot of people thought he won that fight. The second fight was very competitive. So,
you're even about the point. Why not just put Uriah Faber in there again, right?
Yeah, and then or just put Uriah Faber again. I think it's a bigger matchup, and I think it's something they can justify the way the last fight ended.
Guillermo, you can't really blame TJ Dillashaw for taking the fight, right?
No, you can't. I think it's a great learning experience. Even if he loses this fight, I think he learns a lot from it, and I think he matures with this fight.
One thing that we haven't talked about is maybe Uriah Faber was offered the fight and gave it to TJ Dillashaw, because if you remember at the end of the fight,
remember he did say,
"I'll give it to TJ Dillashaw next." So
I mean, but
he could have some persuasion.
Yeah, you think it's also maybe Renan Barao could put such a beating on TJ Dillashaw that his confidence is completely shot.
I think that's the biggest thing in risk, not the fact that he can lose, that he can get beat so bad that his confidence.
Okay, we're talking about just the risk, but what about the reward?
Oh, true. Obviously.
So what if he does pull the underdog story and he beats Renan Barao and he becomes a champion?
Let's look at the history of UFC. Can you guys think of any matchup where some guy is so one-sided, but yet
couple fighters that fought Anderson Silva.
Like who?
Chris Weidman.
That was that lopsided. Chris Weidman, people were giving him credit and stuff. I'm saying so lopsided.
We're talking like upsets, maybe.
No, but this in this caliber.
Obviously, maybe the first GSP Matt Serra fight.
You see,
that's true too.
That's true.
You're 0 for 2.
But
Ollie Charlie.
I
don't think that's still on the same level though.
I mean, what are the upsets you guys think of MMA?
Well, I brought up the two biggest ones, which Chris Weidman and then you mentioned
because at least Matt Serra went through a whole tournament to get
fighter,
there,
right? Well, I mean, yeah, it just kind of feels like I know, like obviously,
but no one gave him a chance. No one gave Matt Serra a chance. I mean, this was just recently announced, so we don't really have heard. People say TJ Dillashaw has no shot. Yeah. TJ Dillashaw should be considered a legit contender.
I think from what people are saying, from what I read on online, so it's kind of like, okay, well, they just needed a filler fight.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's more of the feeling I get.
Because what was Renan Barao doing? Nothing. Like, so hey, you want to fight in 2 weeks?
And I don't think he was injured against Uriah Faber.
So I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of training. I can fight. Who am I fighting?
Even though
I'll take it.
Yeah, because they also picked up Robbie Lawler and Jake Ellenberger for this card.
Yeah,
and I really think they didn't need.
And then look at other champions. Other champions. Oh no, I want a proper training camp. I want this amount of weeks to prepare it. I mean, Renan Barao took it at short notice.
Liken it to your boy Anderson Silva. Remember when the UFC desperately needed a fight in headline in Brazil? He's like, I'll fight at 205. Just give me
Stephen Bonner.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but see, that makes sense, though. I mean, that's like...
but this is a title fight, though. I'm just saying...
This is a little bit different.
I'm a big fan of alpha males. I think we all are. We're all a big fan of TJ Dillashaw, but I think it's just a little too much right now. And it's like we don't want to see this guy get hurt, or not hurt, but I mean, like we want him to build up.
And then real quick too, if TJ loses, which most likely that's what to say. How long is it going to take him even more to get back to that position?
Yeah,
it sucks when you have such a dominant champion.
Showing,
you never get another crack at it.
If he does put a good showing, I don't think he's going to be bumped that far down.
Yeah, I mean, but like, what if he does like a Ricardo Lamas and just survives? Is that good enough? You think? Like, oh, but this kid survived against Renan Barao. That's a decision victory.
Well, he has to go for the win.
Yeah.
Well, if he does win, you think biggest upset ever?
I think
period?
So, yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Well, keep in mind, people are saying Renan Barao is the Mayweather UFC. Yeah. Renan Barao is technically the future of this dominant champion.
Where have you been reading this?
Everywhere, dog. I read every website. They all say the same thing.
TJ Dillashaw is 9-2 overall.
Yeah.
Renan Barao is 32-1.
Yeah, I know.
And
Renan Baro's
whose first loss was his first ever fight.
Yeah, he's basically won 32 fights in a row. So it's kind of like it's when you see Renan Barao go up against the likes of Dominic Cruz or Uriah Faber. Okay, these guys are seasoned veterans. You know, they've been tested and grinded. Where the biggest test TJ Dillashaw had in his career was Ultimate Fighter finale. He got knocked out by John Dodson. So I mean, hopefully, I mean, we're not trying to bash TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah,
that's at all.
The guy's talented. He's 92. I mean, that's nothing to be ashamed about.
It's just
and
like,
he has wins against Mike Easton, who I thought was a beast.
It's just like, dang, he has like a hard road ahead of him. So I'm gonna jump real quick back to the alpha males. Guillermo, you wrote an awesome article about like it's kind of a win-win situation. But as for right now, I mean, alpha males aren't without a coach. So it's kind of, and Duane Ludwig's brand is expanding. It is growing. It is coming a viable commodity.
I'm starting to see more orange shirts.
People are investing in Bang Muay Thai. So do you think I want kind of like it to because he got the alpha males to a certain point.
Yeah,
he got them to title contention, but they never could.
They didn't get to where they wanted to.
Kind of like what George Karl in the NBA or your boy Harbaugh in the NFL, right?
Hey, whoa.
The 49ers coach. I could get you there, but as far as getting you over the top, it's not really happening to me. So, like, do you think that is it best for the alpha males to bring a coach a different philosophy, maybe?
I think so. I think what they wanted to get out of Duane Ludwig, they got, which was their stand-up game. And you saw how more improved they are. Yeah. They're ending in good terms, so they still have Duane Ludwig when they need him for striking.
He said he said he wants to have all the fighters come and be affiliates of his system. He'll still go out to California and do seminars, and likewise fly them out to Colorado.
So it's all good. So why wouldn't it hurt for them to get a new coach just to hear the...
They need a more Phil Jackson approach.
Or like a Greg Jackson, right? A more of a tactician, a game planner type of guy, you think?
I don't think he'll leave Albuquerque, though.
How many of those are available in MMA?
That's true too. Yeah. But the good thing is with the switch too. I mean, like even before Duane Ludwig, they were getting title shots. With Duane Ludwig, they went all the fighters went on winning streaks. They got title shots again, but again, they can't get that gold. They can't get that gold. So now hopefully they can bring in a new coach, a new vision, a new voice, a new philosophy, a new strategy.
Well, I mean, like good thing to. Mighty Mouse, Dimitri Johnson, his coach Matt Hume, he's getting a lot of credit for his work with him too. So maybe there's someone out there who just needs the shot, right?
Yeah. I think they said Hominick.
Oh, Mark Hominick.
Well, they always said the best coaches are the ones actually were not that good in their career. I mean, Phil Jackson, how good was he in basketball?
And he won 2 titles, all right?
look how awesome of a coach he is. Look at if you really look at all the best coaches.
Pat Riley.
Maybe it takes
Joe Torre. Joe Torre's a all-star.
Then it needs a losing experience to bring in a winning philosophy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but hopefully, like I said, we weren't trying to bash TJ Dillashaw. We're all big fans of alpha males here, but so when I read that, I was like, oh my god, they really made that happen. This is kind of like, and you know what? Too, I think what happened with me is like TJ Dillashaw is so like baby face too. You know what I mean?
That's true.
A blonde hair kid, like he's real clean shaven. Oh, this kid's gonna get beat up. But hopefully, we're wrong.
Before we have the segment, you did bring out UFC 173. I just want to point out my boy Chris Holdsworth is in this card, and I did predict him. He was one of my fighters in my fight list in 2014.
Oh, did you? I forgot about that list.
I just don't want nobody to forget my list. That's the reason I bring it up.
I guess that's what it is. All right, so coming up next, Guillermo's going to create a new bandwagon for a new fighter and call somebody out, right?
Yeah.
All right, so stick around, guys.
Please visit FiveRoundMMA.com on our social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. FiveRoundMMA.com.
All right, welcome back. Now, Guillermo, who is this beef you got with somebody? Well, I hope it's a professional fighter.
Yes, so I would never seriously call him out. I'm just I'm calling him out because it seems every time I see him, like asking for a title shot. Yeah, he's fighting lower competition every time.
Okay, who is it?
It's Daniel Cormier.
DC.
I'm calling out DC.
He's already wrong. You can already mark him down on the try. He said he's going lower. I don't know if you know this. He's going higher. Pat Cummins wasn't even ranked.
Is anybody over anybody other than Pat Cummins is a step in competition, right?
Yes, it's a step in competition, but yet he's fighting someone not even ranked in the top 10. So I
Who's
mean,
he fight next?
He's fighting Rafael Cavalcante.
Cavalcante, yeah.
Cavalcante.
Recently signed, right?
Yeah, so there's a lot of potential fighters in the light heavyweight division. I'll give you. There's two coming
give
up.
me an example because there's none.
Let's see who.
Phil Davis.
Okay, he's booked. What do you want him to do?
he's
You
fighting-
want him to
he's
get unbooked?
No, but he's fighting coming up. And
Anthony Rumble Johnson,
Anthony
yeah,
Rumble
but
Johnson.
he's booked. What do you want DC to do? That's what I'm saying.
Wait for these guys.
People over here criticizing DC when they don't even know what's going on in the light heavyweight division.
Okay.
Let me know real quick. Let me just give you a rundown. Adrian Gustafsson, right? Just came off of a fight. You can't fight him, right?
Why do you want to fight? He's
Yeah.
not fighting anyways. He's waiting for the contender. Yeah.
Well,
Anyways,
what if John
Glover
Bon Jones get hurt?
Glover
So-
Teixeira, he's already booked for the main event. Rashad Evans is hurt. Phil Davis is booked. And then Dan Henderson just fought Shogun, who's
They
also
offered him
ranked.
Dan Henderson.
They
They've
did?
talked about Dan Henderson. There's rumors that Dan Henderson was offered to Daniel Cormier and he turned it down.
Again, rumors. All right. Ryan Bader is coming off of a loss. The only other person.
He's hurt as well too.
Yeah, Vitor Belfort, he's figuring out his TRT problem. The only Musasi's up there, but Musasi already got booked against Smart Munoz.
Yeah.
The
Well, he's
only
staying in
person,
middleweight.
Yeah.
the only person that's ranked that's not booked or hurt is, guess what?
Who?
Rafael Cavalcante. So what else can you
Cavalcante.
do? You
Yeah,
know what
but
I'm saying?
if he takes
You
that
can't
fight,
take somebody else's fight.
yeah, but if you take that fight, do you really justify Daniel Cormier as a
If
number
he-
one contender fight?
So,
That's no-
so the question
Are
is
you-
coming. Okay, so is Daniel Cormier building up a case for himself as a future light heavyweight contender by beating the likes of Patrick Cummins and Rafael Cavalcante?
That's my point. Is you can't justify a title, a shot for Daniel Cormier fighting these guys. You can't.
I mean, 'cause
I always go back because I think Alex always said it the best. If he knocks out this guy, makes him look like a joke, guess what? He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
If it doesn't turn out that way, then
But
I
can he
think
do
we
it
can-
with the likes of the guys that are
That
contending?
doesn't matter. What
So you're
matters
telling me
here is you're saying that he's supposed to run over this guy, but if he runs over him, that means he's at the level he's supposed to be at, regardless of
Yeah, but
So
it does-
it looks like Guillermo doesn't want Daniel Cormier winning, and then immediately after this fight, calling out for title
Yes,
shot,
that's
right?
that's my
Okay,
beef
but-
because
but-
he's gonna ask
but
for the
can-
title shot.
But can
Yeah.
you really blame DC? I mean, there's nobody else to fight. What do you want him to do?
Well, I
Wait,
mean,
He's just trying
yeah.
to stay active
Well,
and
don't
stay
ask
relevant.
for a title shot after beating
That's his
Rafael
problem.
Cavalcante.
Yeah.
That's my problem. Don't ask for a title shot after you beat Rafael.
Okay, then why are you fighting in the UFC for? Right?
Well, I mean,
he's just showing that he's hungry for the belt. I mean, you're not going to sit there and be like, "Oh, I want number one contender next fight." You
Well,
know,
no, I'm
obviously-
fighting
yeah.
Rafael, but that's setting me up for a number one contender
And
fight.
plus,
not setting me up for John Bon Jones.
It makes me mad that you guys are discouraging Rafael here. This guy's my boy. He was the strike.
That's why
Force-
you're defending him so much because you like Rafael.
He
Yeah.
was the Strike Force champion. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, he lost to Thiago Silva by knockout, but let's keep in mind Thiago Silva is a known abuser. So let's not go. And then of course my boy Yoel Romero beat him last, but my boy Yoel Romero is on a top caliber, dog. Top caliber. So I don't think you can really knock him down that much. I mean, he is fighting a known guy. This I bet you.
It's more beneficial for Rafael to win this fight than it is for Daniel Cormier.
yeah.
I agree, but
so basically,
I'm just saying, don't kill the messenger. I mean,
I know,
DC
but-
just took the fight.
yeah, I know, but Guillermo does have a point though. When the likes of Phil Davis, who's your bandwagon
And
star,
that's
right?
my bandwagon star is Phil Davis. If he does not get a title shot in 2014, it's ludicrous. It's conspiracy.
Okay,
Well,
bring up,
if Anthony Rumble Johnson beats him, he's never getting touched.
So that's true.
okay, so yeah, that's true. But like, look at Phil Davis' resume as opposed to Daniel Cormier's resume in the light heavyweight division. I mean,
Thank you. That's my point.
So
Go
Phil
ahead,
Davis,
Alex.
Machida, I mean, Nogueira,
Gustafsson.
yeah. So the guys, Gustafsson, the guys he's beaten. His only loss came to Rashad Evans,
And he's
so,
out.
But like, who do you hear in the title shots? You know,
Yeah, who do you hear? Gustafsson, Teixeira, Daniel Cormier,
Decent.
and then Phil Davis. Why
Yeah.
is that? Phil Davis has done everything he needed to. He's taken fights. He's gone to Brazil to fight Machida, and with no one would go to Brazil.
Yeah.
And he's won. He's come on top.
But-
Whether it's controversy or not, he's come on top.
Yeah.
That's what matters is the wins.
Also, what you point out, it's not what he needs to do; is what he hasn't done yet. He hasn't gone in the media. He has. What you hear about DC? He's going out, calling out John Jones. But recently, what do you call it this week?
Sugar cookie.
What do you call Phil Davis called
a shortbread cookie.
That's what
shortbread cookie, right?
That's
he called John Jones.
That's what he has to do, though.
He's gonna crumble.
So I think honestly, if Phil Davis comes away from this Anthony Rumba Johnson win successful, and he dominates him on the ground, I think he has every right to go on every show.
Thank you.
That's
my point.
On every interview he can and call out whoever.
Yeah, but
Phil Davis called out.
I think your arguments mixed up. I think Phil Davis, obviously he deserves it, whatever. But you can't blame DC for the fights he gets.
Your opinion. Okay, your opinion. Phil Davis wins against Anthony Johnson. Daniel Cormier wins against Robert Cavalcante. Who gets shot first?
It all depends on how they win.
They both grind out decision victories.
Grind out decision victory, then it's Phil Davis.
Okay.
That's all I want to hear.
But
Thank you.
But if DC knocks out Rafael Calente, and then we have a grind out war over here, DC gets it, and I think DC should get it.
Yeah. Well, I think this conversation is a little we're jumping ahead of ourselves because these guys have all fights lined up, and we got Gustafsson has the winner of.
There's still a lot to happen to really even figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah, and in the past, Phil Davis has called out Glover Teixeira, and he wouldn't take the fight because he wanted John Bone Jones.
Yeah. Do you guys really think Glover Teixeira has? I don't know. I mean, I want him to win, but like
he has a puncher's chance.
He has a puncher's chance, but if it goes to the ground, goodbye Glover Teixeira.
I think Glover has shown that he has a questionable chin.
Yeah, but does John Jones have knockout power in his fists?
No,
he has knockout power in his elbows.
Just avoid the elbows.
Yeah, so that was Guillermo's.
Grinds my gears.
What grinds his gears? Albert, you have I know your heart was broken because you had to wait a little longer to fight Machida, see Machida fight Chris Weidman. But you're saying another conspiracy theory is up in the air. The UFC are conspiring to keep Chris Weidman longer as champion. Is this what it is?
No.
Okay, I was wrong then.
100% wrong.
It's to give more credibility to
the Illuminati. Is that what it is?
I would not need my laptop for this theory.
Okay. Go.
All right. So we're back at the Anderson Silva fight.
Get a close up on him, please.
He checks the knee, right?
Who you talking about,
Chris Weidman?
Okay.
Right? And then he says, I planned this so long.
I planned to break his leg.
Matter of fact, it didn't even hurt. It was just a traditional block.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now he's getting surgery on both knees. My theory is he really hurt his knee really bad when he checked that leg. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to say anything because if he did, that tarnishes the win even more. Mm-hmm. And I bet you he would open up the floodgates. People saying like, oh, see, he injured his knee on that thing. And so what I think he injured the knee. They said, it's okay, dude. You have plenty of time to recover. He's doing a 5V tour, right? And I bet you they're like, nah, man, you're still good. And then as soon as they heard that Machida was stepping, I was like, no way I can fight Machida at 60%. So from the original injury he took place from Anderson Silva, he finally got the surgery. And I think it's funny, he's getting surgery on both knees now because he knows he has to be 100% for Machida.
Yeah. Well, isn't that a good thing, though?
Huh? Well, no, it is a good thing. But what I'm saying is, I think
he wants to fight Machida at 100%, not at 80.
Well, that's good though. That's a perfect thing because
but he was willing to fight Vitor like at 60%.
Oh, okay. So he was more serious about Machida than he is about.
Machida's a puzzle that you best bring your A game.
Okay, so I think this is kind of better, right? That I want Chris Weidman 100%. I want Machida to have a full training camp.
Yeah, because his foot was still.
Yeah. I'm not gonna discredit his theory. It sounds okay.
Yeah, because honestly,
it's a win-win for everyone.
What is Chris Weidman? To me, like I honestly respect he beat Anderson Silva twice, but I think in the eyes of the public, he is more a champion of circumstance, right?
Yes, that's true.
So, circumstance that Anderson Silva was zigging when he zagged, he landed. Circumstance that Anderson Silva broke his leg. But now he's getting to the meat of the bones of the division. Now he can really prove himself. Hey, I'm not a champion of circumstance. I'm 100%. 100% can beat Machida 100% any day of the week. So I think this is a perfect thing. No excuses for anybody now. Machida, full training camp, foot's healed. Chris Weidman, full training camp. Both my legs are great. We're good to go.
4th of July.
4th of July was also the 1 year anniversary when he beat Anderson Silva as well.
Ooh, dang.
The All-American on the 4th of July bash card.
And Mark Munoz has picked Chris Weidman, who Mark Munoz has fought both guys.
Oh, okay.
Are we still listening to Mark Munoz?
That's the measuring stick. Because if it is a measuring stick, Machida beat him faster.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, why would he go against Machida? Is he that mad that he knocked him out?
I thought they were friends. He's mad, bro.
He got knocked out by Chris Weidman, too.
Did he?
Yeah, that elbow.
Remember.
Yeah, but it was like in the second round, though.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember any Mark Munoz fights. But, grind my gears off Guillermo. Conspiracy theories all around. Looks like we're back in full force after the week off, right?
Yeah.
So you guys have a lot to think about. So I think that's it for this week, right? Next week, more jibber jabber on MMA.
We got some Nogueira and Nelson.
Yeah, Nogueira Nelson.
Abu Dhabi.
They're back up in Abu Dhabi. I think it should be a fun heavyweight bout. It's good to see how many.
I guess.
I wanted to see Nogueira because both the guys are known for what chins, right?
Yeah, so a bunch of punches going to be thrown around.
And I think people underestimate Roy Nelson's jiu-jitsu. So, right?
Imagine that.
That's true. Well, if Roy Nelson can submit Nogueira, I will go get a Roy Nelson T-shirt.
Yeah, I hope Jason heard that.
Would you get it in his size?
No, of course.
XL?
I'll get a triple XL, bro.
So you're sleeping at night
That's
or
the
what?
only way.
All right, so that's it for today. But before we sign off, I want to know the biggest question, the burning question. All the Charlie, who is today's top-rated star of the show? Alex. All right, coming back with a bang. All the Charlie said me. I'm the winner.
Dude, he keeps calling Alex the winner all the time. I think by default he goes to Alex when he doesn't know what's going on.
I hope not. As always, he has analytics, statistics here. Look at all this stuff.
What he put?
I only have 2 points. I only have 2 points.
We had this conversation about numbers earlier in the show.
Wow.
So as always, the top-rated star of the show is brought to you by Top Rated MMA, makers of 100% American-made MMA apparel. Go shop topratedmma.com and follow them on Twitter at topratedmma. And also, I want to give a big shout out, a big thank you to Redemption Martial Arts. Please go visit redemptionmartialarts.com. and see how you could join the movement to rise up against bullying and stop the epidemic of bullying, cyberbullying, schoolyard bullying. It's all alive and very real. And then go to Redemption Martial Arts to see how you can involve in the movement to stop bullying. And also, what do you got about Me Strength?
All of April, or is it?
March.
All of March.
So you have,
March.
You have like 1 day left.
Yeah, I know. If you buy Me Strength, they will donate part of the winnings or the sales to RMA.
So Me Strength also hydration at its finest, right?
Yep.
You guys been using it?
I have after my soccer games to make me feel
better, huh?
Yeah, I start getting cramps and things like that from my soccer game because I can't run as much as I can. But one Me Strength and I'm good to go.
That's perfect. So redemptionmartialarts.com. Follow them on Twitter at redemption. _MA. So, and also when you're on Twitter, follow us on Twitter at FiveRoundMMA. What else? Subscribe to us on iTunes, YouTube, Podomatic. We're on there for Android-friendly listeners. Visit FiveRoundMMA.com to watch our weekly articles. Also, what else? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also, we are also part of the Overtime Nation.
Yeah.
So go to overtimenation.com to read our articles. Also, to get your sports fix. Also, there is a great article on leaked photos of the WrestleMania 30 Sounds stage. Looks pretty big. That's all I'm saying.
on it now.
It's pretty epic. So go to overtimenation.com. Forget all your sports fix. And I think that's it, right? Did I forget anything?
No. Just spoiler alert: Daniel Bryan wins WrestleMania 30.
Man, you don't know that. You don't know. He knows no inside guy.
We don't read the dirt sheets here, bro.
Anyways,
I'm a little rusty there. So a week off, I'm rusty. So next week we make a full force.
Executive producer Guillermo, our engineer over there, Ollie the Trolley, our sound engineer Steven Roswell with Roswell Records. Hit him up for any of your sound needs. Dirty Network. Remember, you have to make a 6-month commitment if you want to watch WrestleMania. Don't forget. Thanks everybody for listening.
Cream of the crop.